takes a toll on our daily living. It brings anxiety, duality, conflict. So we have to understand it clearly at a subtler level. So we discussed about the 6 conventional methods for purification. And the first conventional method is known as the yajna. Yajna is literally means sacrifice. What do you sacrifice? You sacrifice your selfishness. No, I'm not selfish. Our mind instantly says. That is what we have to understand. What exactly is the selfishness and what is selflessness? As long as you are selfish, there is no way to be in peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. They are too far from me. So we will understand what is this selfishness and what is this. So in all the 6 practices, in all the 6 conventional practices for purification of the mind, something you introduce a self-discipline in your life. Sometimes we are in a situation or relations or a people in the party, and instantly my mind from nowhere says, no, I don't want this. No, I don't like this. We don't have a control. That is the impurity of the mind. It pops up from the mind. From where it pops up, we question. I never thought so, but it happened. I reacted. I became angry. I became upset. That is the impurity of the mind of which we are not aware, and it pops up in my mind. And it happens every day. So we need some kind of self-discipline. Second part of the purification, common elements of all these 6 purification of the mind. I have to deny the mind. What I have to deny the mind? I have to deny the mind of strong likes and dislikes. I have to deny the mind any kind of obsession. I have to deny the mind hatred and jealousy. I have to deny the mind of reaction. If I don't deny it, what happens? I rationalize it. What is rationalization? Without any reasoning. No, after all, you are responsible for my hesitation and anger. Really? So it means the other guy has a remote control? Other guy has a remote control. You see, we don't think with the reasoning. We rationalize. And this happens every day. 24/7. So that is what all the 6 purification practices involves. One is the self-discipline, and second is deny consciously. Say, for example, you go to a party, you see a person, and you already have a hatred for it. You deny the hatred. You don't deny the person. You deny the hatred. Where the hatred is living in your mind. You deny the hatred. No, I have to welcome him. You consciously take an action. If you do not take consciously an action, that hatred continues. It creates a deep impression in your mind. So you have a hatred element in your mind. So you have a hatred against one person. You can have a hatred against the second person again. Because that hatred is boiling up in your mind. Hatred is calm. Content of the hatred is there. Whether you hate someone or whether you are attached to someone, that attachment is common. I have to deny it deliberately, consciously. If I don't deny it consciously and deliberately, no change will take place. And that is the reason You practice meditation. After the meditation, we share good experiences. Oh, I'm feeling very calm, relaxed, and peaceful and joyful. And what happens after a few hours? It is gone. Why it is gone? Because these impurities of the mind are already living at the unconscious level. And that is why we do not continue to live in the state of the peace and the calmness 24 by 7. Are you getting it? Say yes, even if you are not getting it. No, no, no. I never have a hatred. Oh, hatred comes, it pops up in your mind. Consciously, I don't have any hatred. I don't have any likes and dislikes. I'm not attached to anyone. Saying is easier than really done. Really done. And then the third element, which is common, I give a pain to the mind where it has a hatred, it has a jealousy, it has a likes and dislikes, it has a despair, it has a frustration. I said, no, I'm not supporting you. You do it in your mind, by thought, by thinking. No, 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 I'm not doing it. I'm not supporting you. You think of the countering these ideas and the thoughts that changes our attitude. Can it happen in a day? No. It takes time. So remember the first point before I talked about it. Why I cannot live in peace, calmness when I experience in a meditation, because those ideas, those impressions are already present in the mind at a deeper layer, and they pop up in a situation, in a relationship. And that is why we rationalize. I never want to be angry, but I got angry. I never mean to. So all these impurities of the mind creates a typical mental states. I can give you a couple of the mental states so that you can understand. And those mental states are already constantly living in my mind. And without notice, they pop up. Without notice, they pop up. No, I don't like you. Done. Enough is enough. Say enough is to your own mind, not enough to the others. So yajna means sacrifice. Sacrifice means giving up. What you give up? You give up your selfishness. What is selfishness in Eastern wisdom? Selfishness in Eastern wisdom is strong likes and dislikes, hatred and the jealousy, intense feeling of victory and defeat, profit and the loss. Just giving a private lesson just an hour ago, and he said, I have a lot of challenges, financial challenges. I said, who does not have a financial challenges? Go and talk to Elon Musk. He does not have, he has. He already expressed it. Who does not have financial challenges? Bill Gates. Ask him. So that particular habitual tendency of the mind is causing the impurity. I said you are thinking that you have a lot of financial challenges in your business. Did you have the challenge last year? No, I did not have that challenge. Why? Because the money was flowing too much. So the mind was attached. What was the attachment? Money mind. So like this, we have different states of the mind which causes the impurity in the mind, and they are living consciously, constantly. You claim that they are not living in, but they are living. They are living in you. And they cause the selfishness. If we don't sacrifice this selfishness, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to be attached. Then meditative state cannot remain 24/7 because they pop up from the mind. So for you all, I just created different states of the mind. One is the money mind. When there is an attitude of the money mind in the mind, I claim I am busy, workaholism, I neglect my health, relationship, integrity in relentless pursuit of the wealth. I fight with my parents because of the wealth. I argue. Dad says, did you take care of me? No, that's totally different. I have a right to your wealth. Impurity of the mind. Unless this impurity of the mind go away, we think that we can awaken to ourselves, we can reach to a higher meditative state. Answer is no. First time, my dad says, I am not giving you any wealth, inherited property. I said, why don't you give me? Because you did not do any service to me. So I was furious. After 2 years, he said, I'm not giving you any wealth. I said, I don't need any. Because then there was a process of evolution. After 5 years, he said, you know that I have given every wealth, every penny to your older brother. I said, thank you very much. At least you gave me an opportunity to work hard. You follow the existence. Existence has created an opportunity for you. And then what happened, you know? My older brother died of cancer. I became the oldest in my family. All the inherited properties came to me, which is lying dusting in India. I'm not taking care. I should live my life in peace, or I should take care of that. Which was denied earlier, which came to me naturally. Yeah, I'm the oldest, so I should inherit. I don't care. Money mind. We have very too much of money mind. There are other ways also. I'm not uh, pointing your soft center. You may be annoyed, but I'm just giving you an example. Second is the sheep mind. They are living in they are the impurities. Sheep mind, I follow the herd. I follow the social convention without examining them, without verifying the facts. I participate in gossip, group thinking. So I have to get rid of this herd mentality. If I don't get rid of the herd mentality, then what happens? My husband is really crazy. And the other women say, my husband is also crazy, and they become friends. They become very good friends. So I have to examine my friendship. It is guided by the sheep mentality. You are not going to purify your mind. I'll tell you how to purify. That's a different thing. But first understand. So check all of your friends. I am your best friend. Other of your friends have something in common, which you throw out in the form of a thought, feeling, anxiety, reaction, likes and dislikes. So they entertain your likes and dislikes. You have to be careful. I will not entertain your likes and dislikes. Second. Third is the monkey mind. I have a difficulty in focusing. It's a wandering mind. And then there is a time to focus. You are listening to me and your mind is distracted somewhere else. So I have a poor listening skills. Scattered thinking is there. Why the scattered thinking is there? Because the mind contains millions of thoughts of likes and dislikes, jealousy and the hatred, duality and the conflict that has already living in my mind, and that is making my mind impure all the time. And that is the reason I do not succeed in meditative state that continues forever. We all have experiences in meditation, good experiences, one or the other time. But why it is broken? It is because of this. These different states of the mind is constantly living in me. Then there's a rationalized mind. Reasoning mind, cause and effect relationship. Rationalized mind, without any reason, I follow a particular habit, good or bad. I get obsessed with it. Honey, why you did this? I told you. And then I'm always I'm always ready to blame and react. Think of your attitude. They express in the form of your attitude. You do not have control over it. You do not have a control over it. They pop up in your mind. These are the impurities of the mind. Another set of, so remember these words and cognitive biased mind. Cognition means the thought. You are bad. This is a thought. Associate with an emotion. So I get a biased mind. I'm explaining in a very simple words. You have to contemplate and reflect again and again. Cognitive biased mind. You go to the workplace, you see your boss, mind think, boss is crazy. This is a thought. Associate with the emotion in your head. And now your physical expression is going to change. You made your mind impure. What I have to do with the boss, whether he is crazy or not. What is my job in the workplace? Let me do my duty. So instead of performing my duty, I more focused how the boss is crazy. Once you say it, the mind digs deep inside your unconscious material and it proves it is constantly thinking. You said once your honey is crazy, you have 1,000,000 thoughts. Because now you want to prove. You prove to yourself. And that creates a lot of impressions. Cognitive biased mind. This is cognitive biased mind. This causes a lot of impurity. Then stressed and angry mind. I'm just giving you a brief. Stress. No, I have a lot of stress. Don't disturb me. You are disturbing yourself. Who else can disturb you? Who else can disturb you? You are already stressed. You are already angry. You are already disturbed. Who else can disturb you? Remain stressed. Remain angry. You are sitting alone in your house and you become stressed. So you stressed yourself, nobody else. No, my honey, because she is not there. So that is why I have a lot of thoughts against her. We are just learning. There are different states of the mind. They are living constantly in my mind, whether I believe it or not. They are living in my mind. That fails the meditative state to continue 24/7. They pop up subconsciously, emotionally. Add another state of the mind, like and dislike mind. Nothing is happening. There's women who wrote to me that, when I go to the office, this girl who works very well, she is diligent, but I have a disliking for her. But I don't say anything to her. It means my mind is constantly thinking about disliking her. So one day it will pop up. Even if the girl will appreciate you, you will think her appreciation is taunting me. This might have happened to you many a times. She is saying good words, and I feel that she is taunting me. Why? Because the impression about her in my mind is accumulated of dislikes. That is how I destroy my relationship with people. Impurity of the mind. I have to sacrifice these different states of the mind. If I don't sacrifice these states, sacrifice means giving up. You instantly recognize there is a like and there is a dislike, and you start thinking, now why I have to like and dislike anyone in this world? Existence is taking care of every human being on this earth. If you don't think in this way and you claim that I'm so goody, it is not going to work. You are goody outside, but internally you are totally disturbed. I told you that I'm opening up the pain points. Mood swing mind. You wake up in the morning and you have an anxiety. Why? You had slept for 8 hours. Think. It is because of this. Every day you wake up, you offer yourself to the existence. Let me continue my journey in peace and happiness. I don't have this thought in my mind. Think. Even if you deny it, you are rationalizing it. When you rationalize it, it is going to accumulate more impressions, and that will pop up in different situations. You hate me, but that hatred will manifest with someone else. Because the hatred is the content. I'm not the content. Look at the in-depth psychological understanding by our masters. Depressed mind. You wake up in the morning, you slept for 10 hours and you have a depression. What a great person you are. Think. I'm just asking you to think. Don't Follow, don't listen to me and follow blindly. Mind, how dare you say me that I am depressed? I have already slept for 10 hours. I am not going to invite any other thought pertaining to depression. What is my next task to do? Let me do it. Grandiose mind and grandiose mind. Unrealistic overconfidence resulting in financial ruin from poor investment decisions. Huh? Oh, refusal to accept any feedback from the people. Oh, no, I am. Only I am. We are digging deep inside. Where lies the impurities of the mind? So it is because of the impurities. I told you the three factors. Impurities, the wandering mind, and the ignorance creates these different sets of the mind. They are living at the subconscious level and they pop up in different situation, in relationship, with honey or with no honey, with a stranger. Conventional methods of purification demands a change in my thought, speech, and behavior and action. Now I have a strong dislike, so it is going to be expressed directly or indirectly in my behavior, in my thought, in my speech. Because my mind is thinking of the dislike. I'm trying to control, but it will not be controlled. Other people sense it. We think that other people are not so intelligent as I am. I'm hiding. They know it. Everyone knows it. And so why I think that I'm more intelligent, that is a rationalized mind. So one impurity over the second impurity, and then we live our life, and then these these causes lot of challenges in our life. Unless we have the purity of the mind, we cannot reach to that meditative state which remains all the time 24 by 7. That is, then what happens? We create a disbelief. Let us listen to this beer guy, believe it blindly, that then there can be a meditative state which can remain in 24 hours, 24 by 7. No, this will not remain 24 by 7 unless you change. Unless you change your mental state. Unless you purify the mind, there is no possibility. Think of it. I'm not saying just believe it. No, I don't become angry, but anger pops up. Depression enters from the back door. Biased mind starts rationalizing. So the master is pointing out, let us look at it. Let us look at it. Let us look at it clearly. If you don't look at it, it will cause too much of harm in my personal, professional, and social life. We'll continue to understand this. Close your eyes. Let us start with our practice. Eyes are closed. Be comfortable and I'm going slowly step by step to help you understand these simple principles. Place, position, and posture. Being comfortable being. This is what, we are changing the attitude of the mind through these steps. We're asking, are you comfortable? What problem you have not to be comfortable? So we say, look at the neck joint, be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Move the mind on the shoulder joints, be there, feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. What prevents me to be comfortable is these different sets of the mind. They are already living within. I don't make a conscious choice. Move the mind on the entire body from the top of the head to the toes and experience the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Who disturbs your comfort? Who disturbs your good, pleasing sensation and the steadiness? Do I? Or does anyone, any of you participant? You disturb others, or it is your mental state that pops up from the mind, then so you don't feel the comfort. And someday you say that I had a lot of thoughts. It was because of it was the monkey mind. So it is already living within. That's why it popped up during the practice of meditation. So that is why we say being carefree, free from all the cares of mind. Mind always cares with these different states of the mind which I explained you. Now I'm caring you, that's why I have a wandering, I gave you the wandering mind. I'm caring you, that's why I help you to recognize the depressed mind. And they cannot come without the thought associated with the feeling. So what I do, in being carefree, I watch these thoughts as an observer. And that is why I say you are looking at the thought coming and going. You are not getting attached to the thought. Attached to the thought is selfishness. Did you understand clearly? So what you are doing nothing. Thought comes, thank you. Thought stays, thank you. Thought leaves you, thank you. I would say you say mentally. Good thought, thank you. Bad thought, thank you. You remain dissociated with any and every thought that enters into your mind at this moment. I am saying you say in your mind, oh, this thought has come, thank you. That thought has come, thank you. Good thought, thank you. Bad thought, thank you. As if you are aloof, you are indifferent to all the thoughts, like the traffic on the road you are watching on the highway, you are watching the traffic standing across. You do not enter into the traffic. Our masters lay a great emphasis on understanding. Understanding, if it is 50% and 50% is the practice, it will succeed. And now we will again purify the mind. So we will understand deeply later. So you look inside the forehead in the space, and then in the state of stillness in the body, you start breathing quick and short breath into the chest. Two things. The third is every time you keep looking into the space inside the forehead and mentally drop Shantoham gently. Mind is dropping Shantoham gently. You are breathing quick and short breath, and you are maintaining the stillness in the body. Just continue. You endure. And that is what I'm saying, denying the mind to continue with its habitual pattern. What it means? Mind says, no, I cannot do it, and you do it. You don't listen to your mind. That mind which has created these states. And that is another way of denial to the mind which wants to continue, wants to maintain a status quo of these states of the mind. So that is why we say breathing also purifies the mind. Continue. Continue breathing. Resist. If any resistance comes to the mind, you endure it and continue doing it. We need a greater endurance to tackle this crazy mind, to remove the impurity. And stop it. Do nothing. Remain as you are. Experience the changes in terms of the feeling. And there we introduce the thought process by the mantra. Asato ma sat gamaya. Asato ma sat gamaya. Sasato ma sat gamaya. What it means? Moving from the false to the real. So you deny the false to enter into your mind by recognizing the different states of the mind, like and dislike mind, stressed mind, depressed mind. No. This belongs to the false. I have to move to the real. What is real? You remember. You think. If you think, that is going to change your attitude. That is why we have a mantra. Asato ma satagamaya, moving from false to the real. So we brand, if you don't recognize what is false as a false, means the likes and dislikes, we take it casually. Hatred, we take it casually. Reaction, we take it casually. Criticizing others, we take it casually. So unless my mind recognizes, repeats it continuously, nothing going to change, my friends. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. So moving from ignorance to wisdom, knowledge. Thought is a product of knowledge. If you don't think the way the masters are guiding us, you will not reach to a state simply by practicing. You are then, even the car can practice. A robot can do the practice. We have a consciousness. So the knowledge should be there. Mrityurma mritangamaya, mrityurma mritangamaya. Moving from the mortality, then what happens? I move from mortality, means the fear of death. I have a freedom. I recognize that the real self cannot die. Consciousness does not die. There is something in me, and that is real me. Once you have a conviction of that, you live in the meditative state all the time. What disturbs? All these different states of the mind that I discussed today. Look at the head and the neck. Look at the head and the neck. Experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So what happens in relaxation and stillness? Those different states of the mind do not return. And that is why I said regular practice is required. Move the mind on the right arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So antidote is the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. I deny my mind to have the likes and dislikes. I deny my mind to have a depression. I deny my mind to have. I told you all the different states of the mind. So that is why we practice sensation, relaxation, and stillness. I believe you are getting it. Move the mind on the left arm, be there. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the chest and the belly and the spine at the back. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the right leg, left leg sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Don't you experience the extraordinary awareness now? We need an extraordinary awareness to get rid of this impurity. It doesn't happen in a day. And now you look inside the forehead in the space, become aware of the emptiness or a darkness stretches to the infinity, and you drop the mantra Shantoham with a feeling. Shantoham means I am the peace. Very good. Suddenly a thought comes. Suddenly, definitely it will come. It cannot be erased very easily. Suddenly a thought comes and you gently superimpose. You gently superimpose. What you superimpose? You drop Shantoham there. Say any thought of like and dislike comes, and you mentally say Shantoham over that thought. See if it goes away, very good. If it doesn't go away, gently say it again, Shantoham. It doesn't go away, again you say. So you are maintaining your awareness. Maintaining your awareness of dropping, of superimposing Shantoham until that thought leaves your mind. And you are doing it gently. You are not in a hurry. Hurry means anxious mind. That is going to change the mind to a state of purity. It's a very subtle discipline, my friends. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences now. How are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. I think I have several minds going on at once. Monkey mind, money mind, rationalized mind, sheep mind. So I'm just trying to deal with all that.
Right. Once I recognize it, then there is a way. If I don't recognize, there is no way. And you recognize that all the different minds pops up, and that too during the meditation.
Yeah.
So it means these different states of the mind are already present. The more and more I become aware of it, that is the first step. and we will continue our journey. So even you see that we feel relaxed, but still these minds are constantly working.
Yeah.
So we are going deeper. How are you, Mead?
I got a glimpse of what it might be like to be steady.
Good.
And I know that I have a lot of other parts going on, but that underlying steady felt good.
Yeah, that very steadiness is the natural state of the mind.
Mm.
We can always recognize that natural state of the mind in presence of these different impure states of the mind. So I get carried away by the impure states of the mind, and that is how I start thinking, behaving, and acting in my daily life. That causes a lot of stress and suffering. Not only this causes suffering in my personal, professional, social, and family life, but it also prevents the journey to the higher consciousness or the higher meditative state. How are you? And unmuted, you have to.
I feel very, very good, very quiet, and I was trying to see what can I do to remain in that state.
Yes.
Maybe I should take each day a certain time and think over what have I done, how I have reacted. Did I react correctly today? Did I do
Beautiful reflection.
something I should not have done or I should have done?
Yes. And you know the answer why I have done like this, because of the different impure states of the mind.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a beautiful reflection is required every day. You are rightly said that I should think in my mind, thinking, and I should reflect on each and every behavior and activity with reasoning, with introspection. If I don't do it with the introspection, then it is a rationalized mind. Then I can rationalize you are the worst guy, you are the best guy because I'm attached to you. You are the worst guy because I'm detached. So that is what the impure states of the mind comes up. They pops up in my mind. And John rightly explained that there are different states of the mind. So at least you recognize them. The first step is to recognition that this is what is happening in my mind. Recognition is the first step to purify. And that is all for today. Thank you very much. We will meet again. Thank you. Namaste.